What if the very system designed to protect your finances actually profits every time you struggle? We imagine banks, credit systems, and governments as institutions that help us manage money, solve crises, or protect our savings. But here's the uncomfortable truth. There's a hidden architecture built to benefit from your debt, stress, and financial mistakes. Every late fee, interest charge, or national crisis isn't just unfortunate. It's part of a pattern that repeats across centuries. Today we're pulling back the curtain to see how the financial world turns struggle into profit and why you might be unknowingly fueling it. Setting the stage 1 o'clock to understand this system, we need to go back. Centuries ago, credit existed only for the wealthy and the connected. Merchants borrowed to trade. Kings borrowed to fund wars. But by the 20th century, finance began to industrialize. Central banks, commercial banks, and global investors started using debt as a tool, not just for growth, but for influence. Here's the twist. The more people, businesses, and even nations struggled, the more the system expanded its reach and profits. Origins 145, the birth of profitable debt in the early 1900s. Industrial nations discovered something critical. Lending could be more profitable than production. Governments borrowed to fund infrastructure, wars, and social programs. Banks didn't just collect interest, they gained leverage over entire economies. Debt became a mechanism to shape behavior. Nations, companies, and individuals alike entered cycles of borrowing, payment, and restructuring. Cycles designed not to eliminate debt, but to maximize returns. RISE 220, the system expands. By the 1980s and 1990s, financialization exploded. Credit cards, derivatives, securitized loans, and bailouts created new ways for the system to profit from personal and national struggles. Crises, real or manufactured, were opportunities. Markets would fluctuate, interest would compound, and investors would find new revenue streams. The system didn't collapse when people or countries faltered. It thrived. Breaking point and Fallout 255? Look at 2008. Millions of Americans lost homes, savings, and jobs. Governments spent trillions to stabilize banks. The public suffered, yet the financial architecture grew stronger. Banks were rescued, new instruments were invented, and wealth concentrated at the top. This isn't an isolated incident. Every recession, crisis, or debt spike reinforces the same structure. Failed fixes 330. Regulations, bailouts, and stimulus packages often solve the immediate crisis, but rarely the structural problem. The system is designed to adapt and continue profiting, ensuring that individual or national struggles feed back into wealth accumulation at the top. Modern parallels 350. Global debt now exceeds $300 trillion. Credit systems, student loans, mortgages, and corporate debt all reflect the same pattern. Struggle continues to fuel profit. The cycle repeats crisis after crisis because the architecture that created it is engineered to benefit from instability. Takeaways for 20 financial systems often profit from human and national struggle, not just economic growth. Debt and crises are structural tools, not anomalies. Attempts to fix the system rarely eliminate the cycles, they reinforce them. Closing warning for 40 if the cycle continues. Dependence on the system will deepen, wealth will concentrate further, and crises will keep repeating. The question isn't whether the system profits from struggle, it's how long it can keep doing so before the consequences become uncontrollable. Call to action 5 o'clock if you want more insights into the hidden mechanics of global finance and how it affects your life. Like this video, subscribe, and share it. Knowledge is the first step to understanding the system before it shapes you.